So thank you for coming. I'm Rodney Harrison, Chief of Department. The information I'm about ready to provide is preliminary, as this incident is only a few hours old. At approximately 8:30 a.m. this morning, a team of officers assigned to Manhattan North Warrant Squad was in the process of carrying out an arrest warrant. The individual was wanted in connection to a domestic violence criminal contempt felony charge. Officers were at the doorway of an apartment on the 5th floor of 200 West 147th Street when the person they were attempting to arrest suddenly produced a gun and opened fire toward our officers. Fortunately, none of the officers were struck. One of our officers returned fire as the team began a tactical retreat down the hallway. At that point, additional resources were called, including emergency service unit and our hostage negotiation team. Negotiators began a dialogue with the suspect. Over time, the suspect did not respond, at which time emergency service unit was able to gain a visual inside of the apartment. The suspect appeared to be lying on the ground inside the living room. The officers then entered the apartment and observed the suspect motionless on the floor. The individual appeared to have a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his head. He was pronounced deceased on the scene by EMT. His firearm was recovered from inside the apartment, and as this investigation remains active and ongoing, it is currently being investigated by our Force Investigation Division. I will open up the floor to any questions.
Was there a female in the apartment, Chief?
There was.
Tell us her situation and condition.
We believe that she has a relationship with our subject involved. Regarding her role, the investigation is still preliminary, and we'll get back to you regarding any other information regarding her status.
Is she in danger? Is she safe?
She's safe at this time, sir.
Was she in danger?
We don't know that exactly. Was she in danger or not?
Chief, are you suggesting that the officers were fired upon at close range?
Yes, sir.
How close, sir?
We can sit here and say anywhere between 7 to 15 feet. Everything was inside the apartment, though.
How many shots fired?
Still trying to get that information.
Chief, you talked about officers arriving for warrants that the suspect had. Describe this warrant. You said domestic violence, but we're hearing it could be for murder. Yeah,
well, we do have him as a potential suspect involving a murder as well. Once again, it says that investigation is still being followed up by our Manhattan North Detective Squad. Well, the overall perspective is people need to understand we're here to protect them. Public safety is paramount in the NYPD. This was an incident where we were trying to get an individual that committed a crime and get him off the streets. Unfortunately, the incident went the wrong direction, but at the end of the day, our police officers are going home safely to their families.
One more? Anybody?